Thank you. In this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. What is your full name?
My full name is Alice Wayne.
What shall I call you?
You can call me Alice.
Where are you from?
I'm from Wellington.
Will you live in Wellington in the future?
Yes, absolutely. I plan to continue living in Wellington in the future. The city has become my home, and I'm very content with my life here.
Is Wellington an interesting place to live?
Absolutely. Wellington is a fascinating place to live. It's culturally rich with a thriving arts scene, numerous festivals, and a diverse culinary landscape. Additionally, being surrounded by stunning natural beauty, such as the harbour and nearby mountains, adds to the charm of living here. There's always something new and exciting to explore in Wellington.
Now let's talk about your favorite means of entertainment. Can you tell me what your favorite book is?
Certainly. One of my favorite books is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. It's a timeless classic with profound themes and memorable characters that leave a lasting impression. The way Lee explores complex social issues through the lens of a small southern town is thought-provoking. It's a book that I find myself revisiting time and time again.
Can you tell me a brief synopsis of the book?
To Kill a Mockingbird is set in the fictional town of Macomb, Alabama, during the 1930s. The story is narrated by Scout Finch, a young girl, who along with her brother Jem and their friend Dill, becomes fascinated by their reclusive neighbor Boo Radley. The main plot of the book revolves around Atticus Finch, Scout and Jem's father, who is a lawyer. Atticus is appointed to defend Tom Robinson, a black man falsely accused of assaulting a white woman named Maya Ewell. The trial becomes a focal point of the story, highlighting the racial tensions and prejudices present in the town.
Seems interesting. In general, what type of books are preferred by the population of your country?
In my country, New Zealand, there is a diverse range of literary preferences among the population. However, certain genres tend to be quite popular. For instance, contemporary fiction novels, especially those written by New Zealand authors, often gain significant readership. Additionally, non-fiction books covering topics such as history, culture, and nature are also widely enjoyed. Given our nation's strong ties to the outdoors and environmental conservation, books related to hiking, adventure, and sustainable living are quite popular.
What genre of books did you like when you were a child?
When I was a child, I was particularly fond of fantasy and adventure books. I loved immersing myself in magical worlds filled with mythical creatures, epic quests, and brave heroes. Series like Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling and The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis was among my favorites. The sense of wonder and excitement that these books evoked captivated my imagination and sparked my love for reading at a young age.
Do you think parents should encourage students to start reading books at a young age?
Absolutely. Encouraging children to start reading books at a young age is incredibly important for their intellectual and emotional development. Reading not only enhances language and literacy skills, but also stimulates imagination, creativity, and critical thinking. By introducing children to books early on, parents not only foster a love for reading, but also instill a lifelong habit that can enrich their lives in countless ways. Reading opens up new worlds, broadens perspectives, and allows children to explore diverse experiences and ideas. Moreover, reading together as a family can strengthen bonds and create cherished memories. It's an opportunity for parents to engage with their children, discuss interesting topics, and inspire curiosity about the world around them.
Let's move on to the weather. Would you rather prefer to live in a cold place over a hot place?
That's an interesting question. Personally, I think I would prefer to live in a place with moderate temperatures rather than extremes of cold or heat. However, if I had to choose between a cold place and a hot place, I might lean towards a colder climate. Cold weather tends to be more conducive to outdoor activities that I enjoy, such as hiking and skiing. Plus, there's something cozy and comforting about bundling up in warm clothes and enjoying a hot drink on a chilly day. On the other hand, extreme heat can be quite challenging to deal with. particularly when it comes to staying comfortable and avoiding heat-related health issues. While hot weather can be enjoyable in moderation, prolonged periods of heat can sometimes feel stifling and exhausting. Ultimately, it's all about finding a balance and adapting to the climate of wherever life takes me.
Has the weather changed considerably in your country in the past few years?
Yes, there have been noticeable changes in the weather patterns in New Zealand over the past few years. While New Zealand is known for its variable weather, there have been some trends indicating shifts in climate. For instance, there have been more frequent and intense weather events such as heavy rainfall, storms, and periods of drought, which can have significant impacts on agriculture, infrastructure, and the environment. These changes highlight the importance of addressing climate change and implementing measures to mitigate its impacts, both locally and globally. Adaptation strategies such as improving resilience to extreme weather events and transitioning to more sustainable practices are crucial for ensuring the long-term well-being of our communities and environment.
Thank you, Alice. That concludes part 1 of this speaking test.